Hello, friend, and welcome back to Couch Tales, Why We Do What We Do, the podcast where we dive into the funny, sometimes not so funny psychology of what makes us tick. I'm your host, Analia. Just a reminder, this is for fun and not professional advice. Today we're tackling a weird but real phenomenon. Why do so many people struggle, sometimes fatally after retirement? Studies show that within 24 months of retiring, people are at a much higher risk of dying unless they have some kind of structured activity, like part-time work or volunteering. And yes, that includes wealthy people who could spend their days floating on yachts but end up feeling completely lost. So let's dive into a story, the case of Mr. I Finally Retired. Meet Tom. Tom worked for 45 years in a fast-paced corporate job. Every morning he woke up at 6 a.m., drank his usual cup of black coffee, read emails, and rushed to work. Tom lived by his schedule. Staff meetings, deadlines, business trips. It was exhausting, but hey, at least he felt important. Then one day Tom retired. No more conference calls, no more spreadsheets, no more urgent emails that were actually not urgent. At first, it was paradise. He slept in, took long breakfasts, read a few books. Even started watching those weird daytime game shows where people win vacuum cleaners. But then something weird happened. After about 6 months, Tom started feeling off. His energy dropped, he got cranky, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. He tried golfing, but it felt pointless. He bought a boat, but after 2 fishing trips, he was bored. His health started declining, he gained weight, his back hurt more. He found himself asking, what's the point of getting up in the morning? Fast forward another year, and Tom, once a high-energy, sharp-thinking guy, was now glued to the couch, watching reruns of old crime dramas and complaining that nobody needs him anymore. The psychology behind it. Tom isn't alone. Studies showed that retirement without structure can lead to physical and mental health issues, including a much higher risk of dying within 2 years. But why? Shouldn't retirement be relaxing? Shouldn't a life without work feel like winning the lottery? Well, not exactly. Number one, we're wired for routine from the moment we're born. We follow schedules. Wake up, eat, school, work, sleep, repeat. Psychologists say that having a routine reduces stress and anxiety by giving our brains a sense of order. No schedule, no order. And suddenly your brain is like, wait, what am I supposed to do now? Number two, purpose equals survival. Back in the caveman days, if you weren't hunting, gathering, or protecting your tribe, you were pretty much useless. And in nature, uselessness doesn't last long. Even today, our brains link having a purpose to staying alive. That's why people who stay engaged through work, volunteering, or even just having a project live longer and healthier lives. Number three, the rich and the restless syndrome. Ever notice how some billionaires just won't stop working? They could literally spend their days sipping champagne on private islands, yet they keep launching new companies, writing books, or even running for president. Yikes. It's because money doesn't give life meaning, purpose does. Some wealthy retirees fall into deep depression because without a schedule, they feel completely lost. They don't have to work anymore, but they don't know what to do with themselves. And without direction or purpose, life starts to feel empty. So what can we do? The good news? Retirement doesn't have to be a fast track to meh. Here's how to avoid the I have no reason to wake up trap. Number one, create a daily routine. It doesn't have to be strict, but have some structure. Whether it's a morning walk, a class, or even a part-time gig, keeps your brain and body active. Number two, find a purpose. Volunteer, mentor, learn a new skill. Your brain needs something to work on, even if it's just finally figuring out how TikTok works. Number three, stay social. Join groups, meet friends for coffee, or even just chat with your neighbors. Connection equals longer life. Science says so. And Tom, he got the memo just in time. He started volunteering at a local business mentoring program, teaching younger entrepreneurs the ropes. He found purpose again. He got out of the house to his wife's relief, and within a few moments, he felt more alive than ever. Turns out, life doesn't end when work does, but meaning has to come from somewhere. All right, that's it for today's episode of Couch Tales, Why We Do What We Do. I'm your host, Analia. If you like this episode, please take a moment to subscribe and share it with a friend. Also, I'm curious about your experience on this topic, so drop me a line in the comments below. Until next time, friend, stay curious, stay kind, and remember, retirement isn't about stopping, it's about shifting.